Sleepers Podcast is Thursday, July 10th. We are back for our first normal full episode in a while, Cart. We haven't done one of these since pre-4th of July, since we had the Sleepers Got Talent episode earlier this week, and I was out today. So it's good to be back and banter and take some comments from people with you again, my friend. How you doing?
Yeah, let's get right into it. How many popsicles did you have over the July 4th weekend?
Zero.
Really?
Yeah, zero popsicles. There are some in my fridge, but try to save those for the kids.
You struck me as a like one of those little rocket pop guys. 'Cause I saw you had like a 4th of July themed beverage that was like color coordinated. I thought that would coordinate with the pops as well.
Yeah, so years ago, I came up with my own cocktail, which I affectionately dubbed the Aubrey. And I kind of was just like a 23-year-old kid who was like pouring drinks in a glass that I liked, trying to make something that tasted good. And then all of a sudden, I looked up and there was this beautiful, like, blue, green, yellow drink that mixed Gatorade and lemonade and Sprite and Tito's. And it was incredible. I think I even put watermelon slices in the bottom of it and felt really cool. Ever since then, I've been infatuated with making good-looking drinks, colorful drinks. And so I viewed 4th of July this weekend as an opportunity to layer my cocktails. And I learned it's incredibly easy to like make a drink that's red at the bottom, then white in the middle, then blue up top.
So what's the next theme colorful drink that we're gonna get?
We could do a sleepers themed drink, maybe for Halloween, that's like orange and black.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like what is that? So it'd have to be, see, the black would be interesting
I
because I
mean,
don't know like, what flavor that is.
yeah, probably. I don't know. Have you ever had a good tasting black drink?
I had like a blackberry gin drink once,
Mm, sounds
so
good.
that might be the way to go.
Could be. Yeah.
I think I'm starting to lose sight of who you are though.
What do you mean?
Like just now you layered cocktails. Like what happened to my fun-loving Jack and Diet, Gregory? Now you're 36 holes layered beverages, Gregory.
Yeah, you are bad at knowing certain intricacies of me because this has been a thing for the entire time we've been friends. Jack and Diets are not a summer drink, my friend.
See, yeah, I just didn't like that's not me. See, I thought you were a Jack and Diet year-round guy.
No. No, that's a fall, winter, maybe into the spring if you want to stretch a drink.
Okay, so you're a seasonal drink guy.
I wouldn't even say that, but just like I will be drinking lighter, like Tito's or tequila and lemonade type drinks in the summer when it's
I
hot.
thought you don't do tequila.
I don't do it much, but like I would rather have a tequila lemonade or tequila Sprite than a Jack and Diet in July.
Understood. Understood. Okay, that makes sense.
You ever
That runs.
you ever gonna fully learn me?
Probably not, man. Probably not. I think you should just accept that I won't, and if I do, it's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a new thing I like doing. I call it the selling myself short method.
Which is what?
Like I'm gonna if there's an opportunity to sell myself short, I'm gonna do it, and then just let people be surprised if it's the opposite.
So basically, to use old corporate speak, you are under promising and over delivering.
But I'm leaving out the over delivering part. Like if I deliver and it becomes over delivering, then like that's good. But all I'm doing is underselling myself, and whatever happens after that happens.
Okay. So
Because I'm not attempting to over deliver. I'm just underselling myself and then just going day by day.
so you are quite literally just setting the bar as low as possible so that
Uh-huh.
you don't have to accomplish anything.
Uh-huh.
How's that going for you in life?
Got me here.
Unbelievable, man. Card, I can tell you need this right now. Played any golf lately?
Yeah, I did yesterday.
How'd it go? How'd you hit them?
It went okay. I I I now like consistently can hit my clubs more, which feels good. But now like I'm getting greedy, right? Like I'm getting to the point where it's like now hitting it is not good enough. I want to be able to like place it or like I need to figure out how to also like I can only hit my clubs fully. So like when I get in the 100 range, I don't know what to do.
Well, that seems to directly contradict what you just said is your entire life approach. Your entire life approach is set the bar as low as possible and don't push yourself to do anything. But in golf, you are not satisfied with just hitting it. You want to improve.
Okay, but then when you put it like that, though, isn't this kind of what you expected?
Meaning what?
Like you expect the unexpected.
I guess that's true. I guess that
That might be my new nickname. I'm big unexpected.
you're the unexpected.
But also at the same time, that doesn't work because you can read me like a book. Like you know what I'm gonna do 10 minutes from now.
I do. Yeah, I really do.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the heliante?
Yeah.
What the
Well,
heliberry? What the Achilles? Should we get to the YouTube comment of the day?
yeah, let's do it.
I need Benjamin Shelton to get it together too, by the way.
Sinner's healthier than I thought. We're working through it.
It's okay, we'll work through it. Is there any chance that one day I am as in shape as Ben Shelton?
No.
Oh, damn, that sucks. I didn't tell you this, but as I find this YouTube comment, I'll let you know this. I finally reached my a breaking point in life though.
What's that?
So I'm now officially in the stage where there is so much going on between family, sleepers, an actual job, and family time, like I said, that if I don't work out in the morning, I'm not working out. And I got to come to grips with that.
Yeah, that's a
Because
big,
because
big
like
step.
sometimes I would bounce back and just go like late at night or something like that's like that's not in the cars now, and I have to go in the morning or it won't happen. And I struggle with that. I'm not a morning person, so
It can
like, but
be a
I
good
have to.
twist. It can be a good twist for your life if you start to embrace the mornings. But yeah, that's just being a dad, dude. Dad has responsibilities and things you want to do at night with the family that it can't be your own selfish individual get better time anymore at night. You got to be with the fam, either the wife or the kids. So yeah, look at you having to be a morning person. Card, did you get up early this morning?
I did, but I didn't have much in me though because my body was hurting. But I got up.
So you're just old. That's all this is.
Well, I hurt my ankle a little bit on my Monday league. I twisted it a little bit.
Did you get your ankles broke?
No, I landed on some punk ass dude's foot.
Hmm.
A little D-terp shaped mother blanker.
Okay. All right. All right. You got your comment yet? Or do you
He
want
had
to talk about any other physical ailments you're going through?
a goofy ass bowl cut. Let's go with Joey Allen, who says, "Thank you, Carter. L's up." You're welcome, Joey Allen. L's up.
What are we thanking you for?
I don't know. I think people need to thank me more.
We're opening the comments, just thanking you and throwing else at you.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep
Appreciate
going,
that.
man. This drives me insane.
And then, one day I'll break you.
Louisville fans are like BYU fans, but only to you.
It's a nice change of pace.
Sure.
Should we get to the Discord comments?
That was it? Oh, that was
Yeah,
the
that's it.
YouTube comment.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
YouTube comment.
I'm rusty. Yeah, let's do the Discord.
Okay, join the Discord, 9.99 a month. Use the link in the description of our Twitter page. Um,
Hey,
if you ever want,
can I word vomit something? I feel like I should float this. We should probably talk privately about this. But in light of recent industry-wide developments, I've been considering the idea that a huge part of our brand going forward and our ethos should be that we're hashtag for the free.
for the like define for the free.
Like it matters to me, truly. I mean this as a genuine sentiment. It matters to me that our biggest priority is giving people lots of great content for free rather than giving people less content for a price. Which the only thing that hurts our ethos on that is asking people to sign up for the Discord. So I have had the thought cart, should we scrap the Discord? Should we make it free for all to enter?
So here's what we're gonna do. No, we're not, but we're also not going to mention at all like join the Discord. It's 9.99 a month. We're just gonna say, hey, we got a Discord. Join if you'd like.
Okay, I like that. But do you feel me? Do you align with me on this? Like it's important
Well,
to me that Sleeper stands for like we want college basketball fans to have us for free.
right. Which I think a lot of what we do is like the YouTube is free.
Yeah.
We put everything out for free. This is the one I think paywall thing, and nothing's paywall because nothing's really exclusive to there. It's just you get your comments read,
Just
but like
just you, like access to you is
right,
exclusive.
right, and that access is limited.
Maybe we should make you free.
I'm free balling currently. Actually, I'm
Just
not gonna prove it. I'm not gonna prove it to you, but I am. So let's get to the Discord comments. We're gonna start today with Purdue Fox, who says IU at 15 for Rothstein is crazy, but are they closer to 1 or closer to 15?
closer to 15. It's not that crazy. If their roster was Northwestern's roster, we would not be taking them seriously.
Oh, so you're in alignment with JR.
Look, DeVries, I think, is a good coach who might overachieve with it, but Rothstein's point is a good one. They have zero players other than Tucker DeVries that have done anything at the high major level that matters.
See, but but the thing is though, there's so many low major players who are productive at a high major though.
And there's a lot who are total flops. You don't want a roster full of them. Why you're Indiana, Cart. Why can you not get high major proven talent in year one?
They
Why?
did. They did.
I don't think they did.
Got Tucker DeVries, and then they got one of the better shooting guards in the portal, Lamar Wilkerson,
Gotta have a
who everyone
mix.
wanted.
Not a proven high major talent.
Any any Hooski. Uh
Everyone
all
wanted
hail
Nick Timberlake too.
all hail the Pope. 8-time champ. I didn't know G wasn't going to be on the show, but did you do the hot dog eating contest, Greg, and how was it?
Yeah, I did do a little homemade hot dog eating contest. It was good. Also, have a new favorite brand of hot dogs. Shout out to the actual hot dog eating contest hot dogs, Nathan's. They make bun size hot dogs that are a little bit smaller than the normal hot dogs you would buy in the store. Perfect for a contest and also just much more enjoyable to eat recreationally as well. I actually did not partake in the hot dog eating contest, but I put it on for the kids in the family. And I believe it was literally four hot dogs that won the contest. Shout out to my nephew.
Really, I had money on Rio winning.
She's more candy oriented. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Understood. What, so Carter won?
Carter won. Yeah.
Of course, Carters can eat. Can you list the top 5 teams you're most excited to watch this year?
BYU, Purdue, Louisville, UConn, and Michigan.
I think I would have the same list, but instead of UConn and Michigan, throw in Texas Tech and throw in Houston in mine. So that would be mine. Uh, all hail the Pope once again. If you could pick one coach in college basketball to be the president, who would it be?
I feel like coaches' answers themselves would be Matt Painter. So I'm going to just honor their answer. Everybody says if there was like a CEO of college basketball, it would be him. I feel like he'd be good.
Yeah, Matt Painter's a good choice. I thought you were going to say Bruce Pearl.
And I feel
If
like
you could,
you gotta share like some of the similar beliefs in order to actually like win over half the country. And I feel like Painter would be able to do that, you know.
War Chest Paint. If you could pick one college coach to be in a foxhole with, who would it be?
What's a
Dan.
foxhole?
Um, I think it's kind of like an area at war where you're kind of like in a little trench. I think that's like the foxhole.
Oh, not the anus.
No, your anus is not a foxhole.
I mean, technically, like a
No,
fox has a hole.
do you know what an anus looks like?
Oh, I'm well familiar, my friend. You don't?
I mean, I'm for sure familiar, but like that's
That's what... I don't know. I don't know. Probably Dusty May because he seems agreeable. Like,
and also he could stand up in the foxhole and still not be seen.
sure.
Yeah,
And no, he Dusty would be a great war tactician because he'd be constantly like trying to undercut his enemies without them realizing it. And he'd like shake their hands with a smile on their face while planning to drop bombs that night on them.
right, and then fail. Um,
What's he failed at?
no, just the list of players that were almost to be.
Only thing he's failed at is trying to beat Michigan State. That is it. You should double down on that angle for as long as you can instead of going the wrong angle that certain people are trying to get you to believe.
Nah, I know I got the right angle here.
Michigan's missed on all their priority targets in the
Well,
Dusty.
they don't miss. It's like when they do miss, it's like, well, there's a reason they miss. It's not Dusty missing. It's that, they miss because of this reason. That's not a miss. That's just something happening that made him miss. It's not a miss.
See, the thing about Michigan is we target more than three players every calendar year.
Mm,
So when we lose a recruit, it actually doesn't cripple the program the way it
mm,
does for certain other programs. We can
mm,
miss on like 11 different recruits and still get the best player in the portal
mm,
because they have money and they have a coach that actually works hard in the off seasons and targets a lot of players.
Dustin. How many of last year's Kentucky players start on this year's team?
One. Oh, you mean like if they were all together?
Maybe?
He must mean if the rosters were combined, right?
No, I think he's saying like take the starters on this team. Is there anyone from last year's team who would start over
Would
this
start.
year's who would start over this year's starters?
I think Lamont Butler would have when
I think Lamont
healthy.
Butler, probably Lamont Butler. Dude, if like I know Aberdeen's good, but if Jackson Robinson was healthy, he probably starts,
Jackson
right?
Robinson would have. I damn near think all of them would have. I'm not positive that Andrew Carr wouldn't. The only one that I think is undeniable is Jaden Quaintance would start over Amari Williams.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Same old line says, "How is Big Back just gonna skip a whole day's worth of comments? You skipped everything from the 4th and the 5th of July. We don't pay top dollar for subpar performances, especially when there was great food talk for the boys covered." Shma. Yeah, so I saw him, and it wasn't great food talk. There was Culver's dialogue and other dialogue that I didn't think was comment worthy. So I started afresh. Get your mind out of the holiday weekend gutter. Uh, and also back to one of my favorite tropes of all time, Samuel Lyons. You're saying that. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? What are you actually gonna do about it? Because I'm right here, and I can read whatever ones I want. Is what it is. But I'm back on track, so let me rock out here. T Fan. Sorry, I've been MIA in the court. My question is for college game day comes in for Illinois Ohio State game. Are y'all coming down to Champaign? It would be the first ever college game day in Champaign. We need all the sleepers guys there.
Is College Game Day coming there?
There's no way they announced that yet already, right?
Yeah, my response to this is going to be I don't think College Game Day is coming there, but
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to see like what other games are that week, but like, yeah, I don't, and also like the way game day operates, you never know what game they're gonna pick.
yeah, I mean, I certainly would like to get back to Champaign next year. This was the first year in 3 years that I did not get to touch feet in Champaign, and I'm very sad about that.
Yeah, that's not okay.
No, Green Street needs me.
They do. They need you bad. That does it for the Discord comments today.
You know what's crazy about Champaign is people realize I named my daughter after a place in Champaign, Murphy. Murphy's the my favorite bar there, but I actually named both my kids after Champaign.
But how's banks work in
There's
that?
a bunch of banks in Champaign.
There are a lot of banks in Champaign. What's your favorite? I like Green Street Credit Union.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm more of a laugh queue guy.
Is that actually a real place?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Is that it?
That is it, yeah.
Oh, great job, Discord. Uh, yeah, we got to figure out the whole. I feel like we should reimburse every Discord member all of the money they've ever paid us.
Ever?
Yeah, like everyone gets like a residual check, you know?
So
Like,
you're really leaning into this, and now ever since you said that, I can't stop thinking about that Khaled and Drake song. I said, just me, that's so good, I should not free. Like
yeah.
that's us.
Yeah, I think we should be free for the people. Like that is our MO, that's our space. If everyone else in the industry wants to do less for more, we will do more for less. We will
We
be the people's content creators.
do more, do free. Sleepers Media.
Also, we are worthless, and that's why we have to do it for free. Because the
Hmm.
moment that we could charge, we would.
That's how you set the bar low, Gregory.
Wow, this came full circle. Should we remind people who our sponsor is, Cart?
Yeah,
Or
we
do
should.
we need to drop all of our sponsors?
No, 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 no. Okay, you're getting out of control.
Because
I gave you I gave you an inch. You're taking a mile.
if we're truly for free though, we wouldn't even let sponsors work with us.
We are brought to you by the good folks over at 2K Labs. Shout out to 2K Labs. With college football 26 here and prevalent, there's a lot of great tools on there that I think a lot of people in the Discord are using who are currently a part of the Dynasty. Greg, what's your favorite part of 2K Labs?
We shouldn't even pay our team. Everyone involved should work for free for us because of the love of the game.
Can you please read our 2K
Speaking
Labs?
of love of the game, I love the game. I love college football 26. Just came out this week. It's
Free to play?
incredible. Yeah, it's great. Love it. Feels I think offense is more fun than last year, is a little more fluid to me. Defense is way harder than last year. It's impossible to get a stop.
Well, it was impossible to get a stop last year, so
Only when I played you, for some reason, you had me in hell from start to finish. But yeah, it's been fun. And shout out to NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K Lab is constantly making great video game content for all of your favorite sports video games. Go check it out. Check out their mini games. Have fun on NBA2KLab.com. Thank you to 2K Lab for sponsoring the show. Let's get further along into the program, Cart. Sorry, I'm confused. I wasn't sure if we have to play the other ad read yet. We have a second ad read on the full episodes now, too. Cart, be honest with me, my friend. Have you ever had your testosterone levels checked?
no. I always figured I didn't need to unless something felt seriously wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Low testosterone doesn't always hit you like a truck. It creeps up on you through things like low energy, brain fog, irritability, trouble sleeping, weight gain, and even low libido. And I know you struggle with most of those things, but most guys just chalk that up to stress or getting older.
So you're saying it's actually possible something's off and we just don't know it?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I love what today's video sponsor, LabCorp On Demand, is doing. With their men's health tests, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, including total testosterone, without even going to the doctor. All you have to do is purchase your test, provide a sample at a LabCorp service center, and your sample will be collected using the same methods as your doctor. No need to even prick your own finger.
Wait. So there's no doctor's appointments at all.
No, you can purchase the test directly from LabCorp On Demand. Plus, testing is performed at LabCorp's CAP accredited CLIA certified clinical laboratories, the same kind used by doctors, processing about 3 million samples every week. That way, you know you're getting real, accurate results.
So that's all good and well, but how fast do the results actually come in?
As early as the next day, you'll get an email when they're ready, and you can view them online through your LabCorp patient account. The results are super easy to read. And if something requires urgent attention, LabCorp may even contact you by phone.
Man, I didn't even realize how much testosterone levels can affect stuff like mood, focus, and energy. And no one really talks about it unless it's extreme.
I know, but even subtle changes can impact your day-to-day life. And getting tested now can help you catch issues before they become bigger problems, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s and starting to feel off.
Man. So if someone who's been feeling more tired than usual or just not quite themselves, this could be the check-in that you need.
Definitely. And right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, kind of empowering to have this info about your body.
Take the guesswork out of your health and go check it out.
Topic number one today. Did you see the updated Torvik rankings that came out?
Yes, I did because I saw that you sent it as a topic, so I looked at it.
Oh, you've never pre-looked at topics before.
Yeah, I didn't for this one either.
Okay. Well, new Torvik rankings are out. I don't know when this was updated, but there were shifts that have happened that I just discovered yesterday, and that's why we're doing the topic now. If we're a little bit out of date on this, I apologize to any true Torvik believers who pay attention to this. But, Card, there are some significant shifts to Torvik's projections for 26 that have me very intrigued. I'm going to run through the top 15 or so, and then we can talk about what stands out to us as a surprise. Torvik's
Spicy.
What's that?
Spicy.
Spicy. Torvik's number one projected team for next season is Duke. This is new, I believe. Houston is second. The Michigan Wolverines are third per Torvik. They have jumped the Purdue Boilermakers, who now fall to 4 in Torvik's projected preseason rankings. Florida's 5th, BYU is 6th. The Illinois Fighting Illini are projected 7th in the country per Torvik for next season. That's the highest that I've seen anyone project that team. St. John's is 8. UCLA is 9. Dan Hurley's UConn Huskies all the way down at 10. Louisville 11. Arizona 12. Tennessee 13. North Carolina 14. And Kentucky 15. A lot lower than the preseason polls have Mark Pope's Kentucky Wildcats. Just a couple other notables. Kansas at 17, Michigan State 21, 2 spots behind Ohio State, 1 spot ahead of 2-loss Vanderbilt. You're a Creighton guy, Creighton at 23, Gonzaga at 25, Texas Tech all the way down at 28, which seems crazy relative to where they are in preseason polls. But there are a lot of things here that stand out as different from where the preseason polls are. And I will say Torvik's T-rank projections offseason to offseason are not perfect. Like there's a couple continuity errors if you click in and look at the players on these rosters right now, which we can speak more to. But what are your takeaways? What are your biggest gripes or things that have caught your attention from the updated Torvik projections for next season?
Well, one of the things that caught my attention crazily actually is that there's only 2 teams in this whole thing that are top 10 offensive and defensive teams. Did you notice that?
Yeah, Duke and Michigan.
Crazy. Because I guess, let me ask you this. Where do you project Michigan to be offensively and defensively?
I think Michigan's defense should be really good. I think between what Mara gives you as a rim protector and, I mean, Yaxel and Merez should be the best rebounding team in the sport. So you've got a lot of bodies at the guard spots, a lot of positional size. Burnett's a good defender. Gale can do things on that end. I would think they could be top 5 in the country good defensively. Offensively would be the end I have more questions on, just
Mhm.
because it all hinges on Cadeau, and we don't know if this team can shoot. But it doesn't seem all that crazy. Like if you buy that Michigan's offense will be good, it doesn't seem all that crazy to me that they could be one of the teams that cracks both. They're
Yeah,
more balanced than like a Purdue, who we know is going to be really good offensively, elite offensively, but worse defensively.
yeah. I also like it's interesting to see like some of the Big Ten because like I look at there, I'm like Ohio State. That's a team I'm kind of higher on than I think other people are relatively. And Ohio State having the 4th best offense as a sport is crazy too. Um, but then you look at some of the other Big Ten teams. They got Oregon at 27th. They have Wisconsin all the way down at 30. I mean, it's just interesting to see like how some of the other Big Ten teams kind of unfold here. Kentucky at 15. I know that's kind of be a thing. Good for Illinois fans though, because they were in a tizzy yesterday when John Rothstein called them the 6th best team in the Big Ten. So them being the 7th best team in the country would definitely go a long way with the fan base.
Yeah, so I mentioned a couple like quote unquote continuity errors in here, but things that I think are a little bit off. So Illinois is 7th projected, but when you go in and click on their roster, they're projected 7th in the country without Petrovic or Merkovich being all that involved. Like Petrovic's projected contribution on this team is behind Brandon Lee. And
Whoa.
we've talked about this in the past where Torvik doesn't seem to have the greatest grasp on international player impact. I remember last year, like Kasparis was pretty low too, just because I think his system doesn't have the data it needs to project what a player is. But with that said, it makes it even more impressive. If Torvik's database says Illinois is the 7th best team in the country, and simultaneously it thinks that Petrovic and Merkovich are barely even contributors, whoa, like that has my attention of like, oh my God, if he's right, this could be a top 5 team in the sport. Um, the thing is, I don't think he's right because his projected contributors also still list Ty Rodgers, who is out for the season. And if you subtract Ty Rodgers from the team, which is a tool you can use on Torvik, they drop from 7th to 15th, which feels a little more right to me. 15th best team in the country, I have no questions about it. 7th, I'm more like, whoa, how did we get there? Um, but even there's more interesting shit here, right? Like Duke is the projected #1 team for next year. If you click into Duke, do you know who the #1 contributor that's projected is for Duke?
I'm cooking into it. Wait, what?
Tyrese Proctor.
Oh,
So Torvik, looking at you, Torvik, what are you doing?
come on, bro. Come on, man.
Let's take Tyrese Proctor off of this, and I'm literally doing this live right now. If you take the star guard who is not at Duke off of Duke's projected roster for next year, let's see if Torvik still thinks they're better than Houston and Purdue and Michigan. They drop from number one to number two if you take Tyrese Proctor off. So they don't drop very far. They still are supposed to be awesome, but Houston would be the number one team in the country if he accurately had removed Tyrese Proctor. But there's a lot of interesting other shit here too, man. Like Michigan's projected third. That's crazy. That's awesome. Rody Gale is supposed to lead our team in minutes. Yaxel Lenneborg is fourth on our team in minutes. Clicking into Purdue's projections, he has no idea what to do with Omer Meyer. He has Omer Meyer playing less than Antoine West. So it's safe to say, I think there's a lot of inconsistencies here at the top, but Torvik is a great tool to sometimes look at the outliers and try and figure out if we're missing the mark. And I would point to Texas Tech as an example of like if Torvik says they're going to be really bad, that might be worth double checking where we put them in our preseason rankings.
Yeah, I'm looking at Texas Tech right now as far as what they have for people and minutes and usage and things like that. I mean that kind of line. I also clicked into Vanderbilt just to wonder like what it is that's making them the 22nd best team in the country, and I'm more confused why they're not in the 59s.
Really?
Yeah, like what am I looking at with this roster?
It is interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Where's
Even like
where's NC State?
clicking through Kentucky, like Kentucky, Torvik thinks Cam Williams is barely going to contribute, which is interesting because he's like a returning player and he has some of the freshmen projected to contribute way more. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we'll have to come back and kind of double check on here. If Torvik is generally right about these rankings, do you know how good of a season we're going to have from an audience perspective?
This is ideal for us.
It's literally our dream top 10. BYU, Illinois, Michigan, Purdue, UConn, Duke, St.
Yeah.
John's even. It's incredible.
What does he have for BYU's usage?
Let's check BYU's
That'd
usage.
be interesting to see.
DeBonsa starring, playing the most, then Richie Saunders, then Rob Wright, then Kebaketa. Dawson Baker fifth is probably a surprise.
Oh, look at Kennard Davis's
And R.
name.
Davis all the way down. That seems a little off. And
Yeah.
free Dom Diamande, please, of course.
Is Dawson Baker still on the team?
Interesting that Torrey thinks North Carolina is going to be good and has Caleb Wilson as the star there. Oh,
I
also, it has Drake Powell still here.
come on, come on, Bart.
The takeaway here is Bart, what are you doing, my dog?
I mean, you could make some slight errors, but I mean, like Tyrese Proctor and Drake Powell still being there is kind of crazy.
Is Bart from Carolina? No, isn't Bart from Wisconsin, maybe?
North Carolina, ready to take your Torvik off.
I want to play a game of year two transfer jumps, buy or sell card. This was an idea I came up with because CBS Sports wrote an awesome article about this. Shout out to Isaac Trotter, friend of the program, a man that you once watched hoop, and you have high praises for Isaac Trotter. Isaac has listed out the reasons to believe that a year two transfer jump is real. He points to some past candidates like Terrence Shannon Jr., Baylor Shireman, Mark Sears, Walter Clayton Jr., RJ Lewis, LJ Cryer, guys that saw a big jump in their second year at a program after transferring. This is something you and I have alluded to at times. The year two transfer point guard thing with Jalen Pickett, guys who look good and suddenly become great when they get more comfortable in a system. This year, Isaac Trotter has gone through, I want to say six or seven, no, eight different transfers. And he's made the case for why they will have a big leap in the second year at their transferred to program. I'd like to go through these eight and basically say, do we buy or do we sell a transfer year two leap for this player? Sound good?
Sounds amazing.
All right, shout out to CBS Sports. Go read the full article from Isaac as well. We start with Devin McGlockton from Vanderbilt.
Oh, I want to say I buy it, but you're also the Vanderbilt guy. He was very productive when I watched him last season.
He was. He's a piece that I liked. He was very like fringe double doubly, 10 and 8 a game last year. The interesting thing for me is I don't really anticipate him being featured more. Like role wise, to me, this is a team that Tyler Tanner makes a big leap on.
Yeah. Or even like they got Jason Edwards too, right?
And they got Frankie Collins.
Oh my God, this team's you're a Commodore.
I like McLaughlin, but I think he's going to average the same numbers. So I will sell a year two transfer jump for him.
Yeah. I just want to buy it to be different. I want to buy it.
I think you might buy all of these. The second one is Terrace Reed, the one,
So,
the only.
so
You don't think there's anything more coming from Terrace than what he showed in year two?
I think he's the second best center on the team.
Well, Ryby looks really good. That's true at the World Cup, but couldn't he make a leap and still be the second best center on UConn?
I would make a bet on his year looking just very similar to what it was last year, which was a good year. Like it was good. I just don't know. I don't think there's a jump from what he did last year.
Okay, I think that's fair. I'm gonna buy just because I think even if he is still the backup center, he's gonna be more consistent this year. I think we're gonna see his highs be longer and more sustained, and that's saying a lot coming from me because I'm probably the biggest Terrace Reed skeptic on earth. Number three is an interesting name I did not expect to see in this article, DJ Wagner.
Us. Sell.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. I think that I mean the only reason I can see it though is that I think Cal wants it to happen more than life itself.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna give him a chance to. I don't know. I don't necessarily see. I think Acuff's going to be play a big role on this team. Carter Knox is going to play a really big role as well. So I just think it's going to be more of the same with DJ Wagner.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I feel like last year was technically his year two. Like, I get you changed programs, but you were in the same system with the same coach. If there was a leap that was supposed to come, it should have came last year in year two when you were a bigger part of the offense. And we saw a miniature leap late in the season. I thought he was pretty good, but I just think he is who he is at this point. So I'll sell a DJ Wagner breakout. Fourth is Joshua Jefferson from Iowa State. I'm buying this one immediately.
It might be the biggest one.
I think he could be incredible this year.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be used as like obviously they had Keyshawn Gilbert and Curtis Jones last year. I think they're going to lean on him a lot to do like point forward stuff too.
Yeah. I really do think he should probably be more in the mix publicly for like All American honors. I don't know if he
Yeah,
really has been, but he should be. He's probably top 10 player in the sport this year. Fifth, another interesting name here, Kylan Boswell. Year two, Kai. Are you buying or selling?
I'm gonna buy it, man. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I think that he's gonna be surrounded by, obviously some talented players. Mihailo Petrovic, I think, can take some ball handling duties away from him as well. And yeah, I think Kylan has shown that he can do things and improve as well during his time in college. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it.
I'm also going to buy. This is a theme. You're going to hear me mention this with another name later, but I think the obvious guys you should buy a bounce back or additional development from are guys that just had crazy shooting regression. Like Kyla
Hmm.
Boswell is a good shooter who shot like the worst shooter in the country last year. That's crazy, and it sucked that it happened. Clearly, it was mental at some point, maybe even physical. He's not going to shoot that bad again. Like if he just shoots 35% from three, he's like awesome. He still averaged 12, 5, and 3.5 last year while being an awesome defender. So I really buy this actually. And I know I've made jokes at Kylan's expense, but I do think like we could be in line for like a shockingly really good season from Kylan and one that we're gonna feel stupid for not talking more about last year. He's right in the mold of guys that become like one of the best guards in the conference in year two to me. And there's a non-zero chance, respectfully, there's a non-zero chance he becomes Brad's guy this year.
Ooh, spicy.
Like we think it's Stojakovic, we think it's Savicic, whatever, Petro even as the point guard. There's a non-zero chance that we get to training camp and Brad's like Kylan's our best player. And if he
Is that good for Illinois?
be good for Kylan,
It's good for Illinois.
I don't know. But when is a Brad Underwood first or second option not been awesome? And Kylan is like on the table to potentially be that guy. I'll buy for sure. Next is Eric Daly, another one I think we're both buying.
Definitely buying. Playing with better guard play as well with Donovan Dent. I'm 100% buying this.
Yeah, me too.
And Daly is a player just in a bubble. I like his game. I like what he does. I think he does a little bit of everything. Liked him back when he was at Oklahoma State. Very underrated transfer for UCLA. Getting him back, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and now there's some floor spacing around him. Guys like Xavier Booker are going to make it easy for him to operate in the paint. So I think it should work. Aiden Holloway is next.
Yeah, the the next member of the first team, all Carter, just goddamn let him go. I can't. I'm buying. I always buy.
I don't want to buy because I don't believe in Aiden Holloway, the player, but situationally, I think you have to buy because I think he's going to have the ball a ton this year, you know?
Yeah, I'll buy.
So I'll buy. I'll begrudgingly buy. And then the last name on this list, Mr. Roderick Gale Jr. Second year at Michigan, fourth year in college. Is the breakout finally coming this year for Rody Gale?
Oh, I feel like you could apply the same things that like how do you feel like Roddy Gale's obviously not a shooter, but is he as bad as he shot last year? I say no.
He shot 3 for 34 from three in Big Ten play cart. He can't possibly shoot that bad again.
Are you challenging him to?
No, God, no.
Okay. Okay, okay. Um I okay, I'm selling because I don't want to buy.
Great reasoning, I guess. Great reasoning. All right. So I'm also gonna sell, but all of the things I said about Kylan, I do think apply to Roddy Gale. And as harsh as I was on this kid, I mean, I can't shake the thought of me coming on here with you in Big Ten tournament play when I was like 2 days from having a child and being like, he just won my team a tournament game. He had 24 after being shit on all year and was the best player on the court in a tournament game. Like Dusty May in the summer last year thought Roddy was his best player, and then his confidence got completely shattered, and here we are. I'm stunned he's still at Michigan, quite frankly, but the fact that he still is at Michigan makes me think Dusty still thinks this is in there somewhere. The shooting stuff is exactly the same as we said with Kylan. He can't shoot that bad again. And if he just shoots like in the low 30s, he's a completely different player. The reason I'm selling instead of buying is just this. I don't think his role is guaranteed at Michigan. Like
Hmm.
Kylan's going to play 30 minutes at Illinois and possibly be awesome. If Roddy Gale struggles with his confidence again, even for a 2 week stretch, Trey McKenney's coming for him. Winter's great. He wants opportunity and is going to come for him. Damari Burnett is still there. There's too many guys on Michigan off the bench that can contribute that will not struggle with their shot or struggle with confidence. I think even if Roddy's better, he's going to be inconsistent.
That's fair.
That seemed like fair analysis for me, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I just want that on record.
I hate you.
Topic three today. This was a cool thing I saw on the timeline earlier this week, but I guess the Rucker Park events that they do in the summer, Rucker Park runs, one of the more infamous basketball courts in the entire world in New York City. Rucker Park Street Ball is now sanctioned officially by the NBA and the NCAA, according to Nathaniel Cook, who is, I guess, the strategic partnership lead of Rucker Park Street Ball events. So now the Rucker Park Pro-Am that we have seen this goes viral like every summer, I feel like. And this is also the pro-am where during the NBA lockout, we saw Kevin Durant, guys like that
That's
go play.
oh that KD game at Rucker changed my life.
Yeah, it's the best, right? You got people hooping outdoors with a huge crowd at night under the lights in the Mecca. It's just incredible. It's one of the best environments you could possibly find. Anyways, this is a really cool thing. If NBA players and college basketball players, more importantly, can play in Rucker Park pro-ams in the summer, that's really cool and could open the door for some pretty fun things. So I thought it'd be fun to come up with the 5 college basketball players for this season that we most want to see in Rucker Park hoop runs in the summer a year from now. And maybe our list will be the same, maybe it'll be different, but we can work together on it.
Okay, so our 5 players that are on our all Rucker team.
I think that's the way to approach this. Yeah.
Okay, got an easy first one.
Okay. Who?
Michael Brown.
It's so true.
Dog, him at Rucker. Ooh, special. Special.
Yeah, I mean, it would basically just be the FIBA World Cup again, except even more green light for Michael.
And he's at Rucker.
Yeah, let's remind you at Rucker.
At Rucker. I'm gonna say that to every player. Yeah, this is great, but also they're gonna be at Rucker.
Can I get your quick thoughts on Rucker Park? Clearly, you're a Rucker Park guy. You love it.
I do love it, but there's a little bit of old man in me also coming up here. Like, I don't know if I want my stuff. Like, if I see Cade at Rucker, like, I would love it, but also at the same time, like, why is my star on the pavement at Rucker? Like, if something happens at Rucker, I'm burning Rucker to the ground.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so you're starting us off with Michael Brown. Who's next? I have one that's gonna stun you, and you're gonna hate me for it.
Is it Yaxel?
No,
Who?
this is a much different approach than guys I actually want to see hoop.
You
I
want
want to see
Fletcher?
I want to see Zakai Ziegler. Hear me out.
No, no, Greg,
You're begging for
no,
more basketball, right?
no,
You're the guy who won't go get a job. All you want to do is play basketball. Mr.
no,
Toughness. Carp, Mr. Long Island, New York himself, all 5'9", 160 of him, Zakai Ziegler. Could he go to Rucker Park and just be a total pest and make a career? If he really wants a career in basketball, can he make it a Rucker Park career? Playing for his life, playing for his dreams in New York City, where he's from? That pitch means nothing to you?
no. It's the worst pitch I ever heard. Stop.
All
Stay
right.
away from Rucker.
Well, he's on my list, and it was my pick, so you get another pick now.
Can't he just coach the team or something? Can he
No,
be the MC?
maybe.
God, good grief. Let's see who else would I want. Honestly, I want to watch Braden at Rucker, so I'd say Braden.
He was going to be on my list because it'd be one of those things too where you get the little bit of the vibe of like he's viewed as a guy who's like not supposed to be here. Did you see like the Foster lawyer stuff earlier this summer?
Yeah.
Foster just like post working in finance, pulling up to Rucker at night and torching people. I feel like Braden would be able to have a moment with that. I like that. I'm going to steal one from you before you name it. Christian Anderson,
Yeah.
CA, going crazy, pulling up from the logo outside. Do you think he's as good outside as he is indoors?
I think he's better outside.
Really?
Yeah. In Germany, they have no indoor courts.
I don't think that's real, but okay.
It's
We need one more name each. You can
it's
go
100%
first.
not real. I just made it up. Um,
I
I
have one.
want.
I have one more.
Do I get two? Am I picking two more?
You get one more. I get one more, and my last one you're gonna hate too. So make yours good.
I want Kristanak.
Dude, he's not even that fun. Like,
He's fun. He is
I'm happy for you that you have a big man you like again, but he's not even that fun, man.
fun.
All right. I would like to see Xavier Booker at Rucker Park.
What are you just trying to do? Like create a Rucker team that makes me want to jump off the backboard head first into the pavement at Rucker?
Could Xavier Booker
Wait,
rediscover?
oh wait, we're tripping, G. I don't want Snack. I want Colin Carr.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, editor's note, Cohen Carr. But I would like to see Xavier Booker see if he can rediscover what he found the one AAU tournament that made everyone think he's incredible. Maybe he's just like a pro-am guy and not a real basketball guy.
Fire. So you're one of your two of your picks were Zakai Ziegler and Xavier Booker.
Yeah, man.
You're disrespecting Rucker Park.
Do you want to go with me?
No, not to see that.
One big thing presented by NBA 2K Lab. What do you got today? Cartel.
My one big thing is I hope the board members of Rucker Park ban you. That's my one big thing. You're disrespecting the greatness of Rucker Park.
Seems a little harsh. All right. My one big thing, I want to preface this by saying this is not directed at anyone specific, truly. This is something that I have had the thought on to make a one big thing for me roughly 11 times in the last 5 years that we've done this. I constantly think about it and then I forget about it and I feel like it's going to come across too mean. But I think I've chosen a time where there isn't anyone I'm disrespecting by this. So this is a public service announcement, one big thing for me. I despise when people get engaged and the way that they term getting engaged is breaking news. I've signed a lifetime contract. Don't be shams when you're getting engaged. That drives me crazy.
That's a fair point.
It's not clever, it's not cute, it's not funny. It is wildly unoriginally lame.
That's fair.
Thank you. That's the show.
Someone's gonna take that one hard.
I know. I'm sorry. There's no one specific it's about. I see it all the time. It drives me nuts.